Okay. Okay, we have an validate form function. Now I need to, okay, we don't need a big form now. Yes, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to, now I have one validate function. Okay, now I don't, still I did not bind anything in the inside the constructor. Okay, now I am going to do one console log. Console log in the sense it will, it's like a print or print scanf like that. Okay, here I am going to do one verification. Okay, whenever I am going to click whether it is working fine or not, that's the reason I am here putting one console. Okay, it's working fine. Okay, my next goal is I need to check whether the parameter, the first name parameter, has a value or not. Okay, for that initially whenever we are working with the class component, I have initial my static parameters. Static in the sense first name, last name, everything in a state variable. Okay, I have state variable. I need to check whenever I am on changing my text box, I need to set my new value to the particular state variable. Okay, initially it don't have any value. Okay, that's the reason it won't show anything. Okay, this is recall section. If it is I am giving something, probably it has something. Okay, whenever we are seeing without any value, I need to validate. Okay, I don't put in any required class error here, so probably user don't know whether I just need to give my value or not. That's the reason straight away he will give send message. Okay, instead of that I need to inform to the user this is a required field, so you need to give your value to the corresponding text box. Okay, for that I have my state variable name here and I assign to the particular corresponding text box. Okay, now I need to access my first state variable. How? This is an object. Okay, whenever we have an object, how we will normally we will access our variable. This dot state is a variable. Then inside that I need to access our first name, so I need only the first name. So I have wrote a code like this. Okay, now Now I am going to give a, I'm not just accessing a variable. Now it will sense error. Okay, cannot read property state of undefined. The reason, if you console your log, sorry, console your this, it will tells this is undefined. Okay, we did not bind our property correctly. Okay, whenever I need to access my super props property, I need to bind my function inside the constructor. Okay, for that we have assigned our binded our value, like we just copied, and after the object declaration we have done like this. We have done. Okay, now I am binding this keyword, that in the sense this parameters. Okay, constructor parameter, everything I am binding this with this my validate form function. Okay, instead of this one I can do my binding like this also. This means I am binding validate form with this keyword. Now probably the validate form has this keyword. Okay, then I can access. For your understanding, now I am reviewing everything, only that this keyword I have mentioned. Now we have book table is a class component. Inside that we have an state. Okay, everything. Now the reason we have binded our this with this functionalities. Okay, now I can access. Okay, why I did not wrote our bind here, it will create some performance issue. Okay, that's the reason. This is a normal sorry, this is a default React official documentation one. Okay, they need to declare our functions. Okay, they advise to declare our function inside the constructor. Okay, whenever a page renders, every time it will binds. Okay, without any changes it will binds. The reason, constructor it only once it will render. Okay, but render is not like a constructor. Okay, whenever we are changing first name, okay, that's time we will on change, we will get something. Okay, that's time it will render every time. That's the reason we need to bind our functions with constructor. This is for performance issue. Okay, whereas I did not, my second opinion. Okay, handle input change. Okay, here I need to set my variable. Okay, here I did not bind my variable, but it will works. The thing I will tell you later. Now okay, now I am going to change something. It is working. Okay, the reason, here I have used different syntax. Okay, here this is called fat arrow function. Okay, this is an ES6 new features. Whenever we are working with an fat arrow function, it automatically binds this keyword within your function. You got it? Whereas in our normal function it won't default binding and all. Okay, but whereas whenever we are working with a fat arrow function, it defaultly has this own binding. Okay, own binding of this. Okay, that's the reason here we have one function everything, but we did not binded this with our constructor. Okay, for validate form we should need. Why? In the sense this is a normal function. You got it? The difference between normal function with fat arrow function. Normal function, here we need to bind our this with a inside the constructor. Okay, whereas fat arrow function defaultly it has the feature of binding this with a, whenever we are working with a fat arrow, it has default options. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Okay, whenever I am on changing, I need to get my name and value. Okay, field and value. The reason, I need to check. Okay, we have an in our form we have 10 fields or more than 15 fields. I need to I have. Okay, I need to differentiate which field has which value. That reason I have took two variables. One is form name, another one is form value. Okay, or else you just name it as text name or text input name. Okay, for your understanding, text input name and the text input value. Now you got it. Here it will gives the corresponding text input name. Okay, you can get instead of name you can get your ID also. Okay, here we have mentioned as name. Okay, instead of name I need to change that into. Okay, now we will check. Form name is not defined. That thing is here we need to change. Now it will work. For your understanding, I am going to give my 100% effort to you guys. One, this one. You did not get what is something what the event does. Okay, that's the reason. It's not a problem. Initially, it will. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, the sense I am getting corresponding entering ID, value, name, and also the type also we can get. Sorry. Now you will understand. Okay. ID is first name, value is I enter D, and the name is first name, and the type of text box is text. Okay, for your understanding I am making something collapsed value here. Now the ID is first name, value is yes, and name is something I changed it. Okay, and the type is text. Now you got it. What is the usage of event? It will gives corresponding text area fields, value, placeholder, ID. You can get anything. Okay, but in my point of view I need only two things. Okay, the thing is I have an different fields and different name. Okay, for first name I have set a name as a first name. For email I have email. Okay, phone number. If you do a same name for every parameters, then probably you will get an issue. Okay, probably I won't do like that. Then that's the reason I took only two values. One is name, another one is value. Okay, now I'm reading this. Now it will check first name. Okay, text input name is it is in first name. Then probably it will save values into the corresponding state variable. Again, I am going to give something. Then probably it is setting a value. Okay. Then I need to check my state variable here. Well, in the sense I have changed my state name. Initially it is empty. Okay, now I'm something entering. I need to print my value. Okay, the same way I am going to print here. This dot state dot. This is a common expectation whether I am checking. Okay, Ajay, you did like this. Okay, whenever you are changing, you need to check what the input you are getting in your first name. That's why you have did like this. Okay, I will tell you the reason why I just want to remove. I said remove that line. Okay. Where is the field? Okay. Okay. Now I'm entering. I'm removing everything. Okay, but I have removed everything, but it is showing still a A. Okay, the proper thing is you did not get your proper value here. Okay, whenever you are changing your state variable, it will comes here. Okay, inside the render only you can see your proper state response. For your example, here you just make a look at it. Okay. Here it will sense default value is empty. Okay. Yay. You got it? I'm entering. Now I have everything. Now the thing is gone. Okay. That's the reason whenever we are changing the state value is comes properly here. Now you got it?
Yeah, Venkatesh, I got it.
Okay. Okay, and now I have removed everything. Okay, if you need anything, you can do. Okay, now I have validated. Now I am going to validate my thing here. Okay, if the first name is not empty something, now it will. First name is secured. The thing is, I have this keyword. The reason is I have binded this into my current function. This is my current function. I need to access my state variable. Okay, probably it has this property, so I need to bind this with my current functionalities. Okay, instead of doing a bind here, I have written I have followed the default React documentation. So I have binded my functions here. Okay, there is an another one thing. Yeah, just wait. Okay, variable declarations. So far we have done with two parameters, var and const. Okay, there is an additionally we have an another one let. Okay, everything is same variable declaration. Then what is the usage of constant let? Okay, here we will have some more queries. Okay, let me explain with some example. Okay, okay, this is for global variable declaration. Okay, this is for constant declaration. This is also for a variable global declaration, but it will works only within the blocking conditions. Okay, I will give the live example. Before that, constant let is an ES6 features, ECMAScript new features. Okay, const let and fat arrow. Okay, these three things are under comes ES6 features. This is for your interview perspective. Okay, you just make a note at it. Actually, whenever I am going to recruit someone fresher, I will ask surely I will ask these questions. Okay, that's what I'm telling. Const let and fat arrow is an ES6 function, whereas var is an normally JavaScript. Already everyone knows about where is what is var. Okay, now I am going to give one small live example for these three things. You guys know JSPD. This is an online platform form. Here you can do your example stuffs here, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you do and give a run button, it will give the result here. There is a lot of online editor is available. JSPin, JSPDL, CodePen. Okay, like that. Okay, now for your understanding, I am going, first of all I am going with tutorial name. Tutorial Grammatic. Okay, now I am going to give my console here. Sorry. Now the reason of console, I'm printing. Okay, just printing. Okay, now it's fine. Now I am going to, I have changed my, this is my scope. I did, then I need to run run command. It will gives Brahmatic. Okay, fine. Now I am going to change my tutorial name as new Brahmatic. Okay, now I have changed my tutorial name as what it will return. Any guess?
New Brahmatic.
Okay, okay. New Brahmatic. The thing is, once we have declared this variable, it will works like a step by step. Okay, whenever initially it is Brahmatic, then I have changed. Okay, reassigning the value. Okay, tutorial. Now I am going with const. The name itself defines const. We can't change anything, but I will tell you the live example. Okay, Brahmatic. Now I am trying to change my tutorial variable like a new Brahmatic. Okay, I am going to clear something.
Get a error, right?
Yeah, assignment to constant variable. Okay, we can't simply use the reassigning that value. The reason is the declaration is const. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, now I am going with let. It's also works like as an bear. Okay, I will tell you the reason. What is the difference between? Okay, you have one question. Okay, where also works like sorry, let also works like on a where. Then what is the major difference between? Okay, then I have another live example here. If true, true is a Boolean value. Okay, you guys know. Now I am going to give my let variable here. I'm just deleting. Okay, where is in global declaration? As earlier said, where is in global declaration. Whereas let and constant is a functional blocking. Okay, it will survive. Okay, it will alive once within the block. It will alive. Okay, outside of the block it won't. Okay, I will give one live example now.
The
Now
scope
it
will
will.
be within the block, right?
Sorry.
Scope will be within the block.
Yeah, let and cons the scope within the block. Block in the sense this is a conditional statement. Okay, whenever we are using if else something switch case, it will the blocking condition. Okay, now I have using let. Okay, tutorial Brahmatic. Now it will print Brahmatic whenever I am trying to access the tutorial variable outside of the condition. Okay, now probably it won't give the. What's your guess? Okay,
Will
thanks
not
for
print
your.
it. Yeah, I mean value. Value
Okay,
will be undefined.
okay. You are trying something. Okay, tutorial is not defined. The thing is, it will allow only inside the function. Sorry, inside the condition. Okay, whereas I am using a const. It also sending the same thing. Okay, now I am using a where. What it will return?
Return the value.
Super. Star. Brahmatic. Okay. The thing is, where is in global declaration where you can use your variable for within the function or else a loop condition wherever. Okay. Then probably you will get. But whereas in let and constant is the function block condition. Okay. You can't access your variable outside of your condition. Okay. The difference between where and let this. Okay. And const and let is you can change your value in let, but in const you can't do. You got it? Something you got it. Okay, again I will repeat you. Okay, next session I will repeat you once again. Okay, no worries. Today those things enough, I guess. Okay, today you got what is normal function, why I need to bind. Okay, bind in the sense I need to access my state variable. That's the reason I am binding my function. Okay, another thing is why I need fat arrow function. Okay, by default I don't want to bind my functions inside the constructor. Okay, by default I just want my function as on binding. That's the reason we are going with fat arrow function. Okay, then what is the usage of event? Okay, event, it will use corresponding text areas, sorry, text box values. Okay, here you can get to your record fields and you can manipulate your form as you like. You got it, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, fine, cool.
Yes.
Then thanks. Okay, then probably based on that you can do like this. Okay, whenever you are changing something you will get to your proper response from our state variable inside the render. Okay, not inside the return. Okay, I'm just returning the same thing inside the render only you will get. Okay, how you will get? You use your object variable, then following by your variable name. Okay, then probably it will something it will give. Okay, you got it? whenever you're changing, probably you will get your proper response inside the render, not to the next line of your set state. Okay, I think you will get yes. Still, you guys haven't any doubt? Please let me ask. Sorry, please ask. Pratibha, you have any doubt?
Yeah, I'll